Welcome to the technical difficulty edition of the Turtle Baseball Podcast, where I barely got us live before the music ran out. And somehow Brent's camera has become unplugged when it's a laptop camera.
Yes.
So outstanding.
It looks like your camera was unplugged. Plug it back in or select a different camera. All right. Looks awesome. Like I'm going to Amazon right after this episode and getting myself a traditional webcam, I guess.
Yeah. It says to boot camera, push any key, and we can't find the any key. So we got problems all over. But we don't have any problems here because the fans are lining up. Good to see Cameron.
Welcome, Cameron, Dave.
Good to see Dave McDonald. Good to see a little recognition for the Trident. Always a classic look.
Yes.
So welcome to the Eternal Baseball Podcast. Not too bad to have the AFC Championship game as our lead-in. And
almost.
We got just as many people watching us as are watching Watson on CBS, I'm pretty sure. So take that, Morris Chestnut. But welcome to the show. If you're new, we call it the best hour of baseball you'll see all week. And I was a little strategic this week, taking a look at what games to pick. Try not to pick the same teams too often. And we've had the Dodgers on twice, and I think everybody, especially after this MLB offseason, is a little sick of all things Dodger. So even though it was Giants-Dodgers this weekend, fantastic matchup, not just the rivalry, but they're real close in their division. We hadn't had the Rockies on yet, and the Rockies are red hot right now. So given that it's usually a bit of a struggle for Colorado, it seemed like the perfect time to get on that Rocky Mountain high. So our game of the week will be Colorado at the NL East leading Philadelphia Phillies.
All right.
With friend of the program, Sherry McGee.
McGee.
We're looking forward to bad Irish puns all night long.
Incoming.
Yeah, and kind of the week that was. So there was that Dodgers Giants showdown over the weekend. Earlier in the week, it was Yankees at Red Sox, and Boston took 2 out of 3 to help tighten up that race out east. So Boston's starting pitching is ridiculous. So we'll see if they can make some headway and catch up with the pinstripers out there in the east. Elsewhere around the league, boy, I don't know if we've had a Sunday with less luminous birthdays, if I'm saying that correctly. Not a lot of first name stars or all-stars beyond, there's an exception, right? So your guys you might know, or the guys with the most career WAR. A guy named George Belayholder from turn of last century. Rick Shue, I always just liked his name. Esteban German, Bob Neiman, Jamil Weeks, and then just as we're starting to get over it, it's actually Bob Uecker's birthday today. Right? They gave us a week, and look at this. We do have IT help out there. You got to check your drivers, brother.
I could check them real fast. There's a chance I might get booted, but I don't know. I mean, Gaylord's, even when at the age of whatever he was with the Mariners, like 50,
right?
Probably still better for the lady fans.
Dude, it's like the Black Widow said, you can still steer with one hand on the wheel, right? So good enough. Oh, and look at this, baby Cameron, 42 years young on Tuesday. Congratulations, Cameron.
Yeah, early happy birthday.
All right, so let's see. Going around the league, hate to pick on the Diamondbacks, but they are on a 14-game losing streak. Ugh. Trouble in the desert. Their Orioles are on a 5-game win streak. That's good. Sun Devil Alvin Davis, who was on a 21-game hit streak last Sunday, is still on that 25-game hit streak, and that's the high water mark for season 5. And Roto's always been a little partial to the Mariners, and I've always been partial to them Sun Devils. Rocking it tonight.
Everybody wins.
Alvin Davis. So good for that. Mel Ott in San Francisco cracked his 21st home run over the weekend. That leads both leagues. And I know this stat doesn't leap off the page, but Tampa Bay has won 8 of their last 19 games. So it's almost 500. And then I think last week they might have been 0-6, but they played Oakland and Birmingham. So, I mean, they're the defending champs and one of the most talent-loaded teams in the entire league. So, I'm not going to fault them for having a tough week. Might have even been on the road, at Oakland, at Birmingham. Oakland's a tough place to play. I don't know if Sacramento is going to be a hard place to play. But our A's will stay in Oakland and play in the Coliseum.
So did they sign that deal? Or is Sacramento a sure thing?
I think it's a sure thing, yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
But the bit, and I always reference Buster Olney's podcast because it's my favorite baseball one I listen to, Baseball Tonight podcast. And his big prediction for the upcoming season is wait for the Players Association to push back. Because not one of those big leaguers, especially unless they just signed this offseason like Luis Severino, none of those guys signed a contract expecting to play in a minor league park, a couple 100 miles away from where their family bought their home and where their kids go to school.
Right.
So I don't know if it's like if you get hit by if a wrestler elbows you in the face at ringside and you're thinking about suing, read the fine print on the back of that ticket, right? I don't know if they have that in major league contracts, but maybe they do that. They're signing to play for the franchise, wherever the franchise might be. I think Tampa won't be thrilled playing in the Yankees minor league complex this year, but that's because of devastation to the home stadium, and they're still playing in the same city. So I don't, even if they don't like it, I bet they're going to keep their mouth shut. But
right.
Wait and see what comes out of Oakland/Sacramento right now. And it's fun on
it's probably still an upgrade from the Coliseum.
It could be, right? It's fun.
I've never been to Sacramento, but
Sacramento's kind of rough. I've driven through it quickly, but wait and check out any legitimate baseball website and go to teams and go to drop down, and it just says athletics, right? It'll say New York Mets, New York Yankees, athletics. Philadelphia Phillies
question mark space athletics.
They're just a name right now. They're just athletic. So we'll see how that works.
A couple more comments here.
Yeah. Ooh, Sacramento smells like chlorine. Okay.
Probably.
Yeah.
We were talking. I was talking about the Challenger the other night too. That was I distinctly remember that Cascade Junior High. You probably remember the same thing, right?
It was 6th grade. I remember that.
Yeah,
I remember they brought a TV in and we just watched it all period.
Yeah, and then I remember an in-depth discussion. I forget which teacher I had, but they were like breaking down the O-rings and like what O-rings were and why they failed, right. And it was just way too much information. I was like, okay, like
I mean, obviously, it's anytime there's anything like that, it's a tragedy. But they had built up that whole bit of teacher in space.
Yeah, McAuliffe, right.
McAuliffe, and because a lot. But at that point, like when we were young, you might get up at 4 a.m. to watch the shuttle launch, right? Because it was a rare thing, it was a cool thing. But they were kind of becoming commonplace. The shuttle launches and then it comes back, okay. And so, but this one had some extra pub because of the teacher on board. So I'm sure viewership was up. And oof, that's one of those. I mean, for our lifetime, for our generation, I guess that's one of those. Where you were, right? You won't forget.
Well, I just remember the hush that came in. Like, people said, teachers started coming in and whispering a little bit. It's like, okay, what's going on here?
Yeah, it's absolutely one of those.
And I learned a lot about O-rings. You must not have been in my same class there.
No, I think I had Mr. Thomason in 6th grade, and I think you had someone different. So
I can't remember the woman's name. I'm totally spacing it.
I think they had to split us up because they didn't want us trading cards in class or something. That's probably what's going on. So anyway, they split us up, but they couldn't keep us apart, could they? That's right. Take that, Cascade Junior High Mountaineers. So anyway, let's see what we got buzzing around here. We'll take a look here. I'm going to share the screen. That means present, share screen. The entire screen. This one with audio this time. I'm on a roll with the audio. It's at least 3 weeks in a row where I haven't messed up the audio.
Don't jinx it, man.
Right? Oh, I live my life right on the edge, man. Can't live in fear. So
can't live in fear.
Well, you can, but either way. So here's what we're looking at. We're out here in week 11. There we go. Starting to get a little robust. It's only 27 weeks in the season. So we're a little bit past a third of the way. And you know what? We're actually creeping up on the All-Star game.
Ooh, we got to figure out our venue. Do we have our venue set yet?
I don't think we do. I got to look at where it was last year and where it might be this year. We should probably put it in Oakland. I don't know. Do you want like 6 foul outs in the All-Star game? Maybe not.
I don't know. We could do that. Well, we can't. We were very careful with our lawyers. How do we do? What's the field of corn visions? Like what?
Oh, yeah.
what did we dub it?
Yeah, something like that.
Our legal team got a hold of it.
Very, very careful with that. Yeah, we could figure something out because I think we've done it in Rickwood before. Maybe we did it in Rickwood the year before. We seem to be ahead of the game, ahead of Major League Baseball anyway. But yeah, there's got to be something. Maybe we can do it.
Steinbrenner Field. That's
yeah, that's a good idea. Maybe we can do it in Sacramento. Who knows?
That'd be great.
So this week, look at the teams that are rolling. I mentioned Baltimore's won 5 straight. If you include last week, it's 9-12. So Baltimore's making a push for at least a wild card right now.
Wow. And the Bo Sox are humming.
Look at the Red Sox. Yeah, 15-3 over the last 3 weeks. So Boston's getting it done. The White Sox had a tough week. I know Chicago fans know how to deal with that after last year. The Reds, 5-1, as my 15-pound cat jumps up onto the 3 square inches of desk that are available to him. But didn't spill my water, so that's good. Good to see you, buddy. Don't know why you're here. Okay, so the Guardians had a rough week at 1-5. The Royals at 1-5. Look at the Marlins, 5-1. Their breakout week at 21-44. I think it might be too late, but you never know. Who else? The Rays. The Rays 0-6 last week, 5-1 this week. But if you consider who they played last week, Oakland and Birmingham, I'm not mad at them. Texas and the Nationals, both scuffling. My favorite bit of the Nationals, who are, I don't know if they're better than usual, but frisky at least, is it's not Max Scherzer, it's not Steven Strasburg, it's Doug Fister, who's just killing it for your Washington Nationals. So good for you, Doug.
Yeah, he had a couple good years, didn't he? I mean,
he really did.
Above average guy there for a bit.
I don't want to say you only need a couple good years, but sometimes you only need a couple good years for Eternal Baseball. So good for Doug Fister and the Nats out there. Close that on down.
Maybe we should do like old school stadiums. What was that? What was the one in? Was it the old Crosley Field that just didn't have an outfield fence?
I remember the name of that, but I'll have to look that up.
Or it was like 480 to center or something. Right. Plus, they had like a flagpole, like 150 feet away from the fence, just in the middle of nowhere.
There was a minefield. It's
awesome. Like a World War II trench.
Yeah, an old stadium would be cool. We could do the Polo Grounds or something.
Oh
yeah. It's not bad.
Or Kingdom. Let's just bring the Kingdom back.
The Kingdom would be big time. Or the Metrodome with the white roof that visiting outfielders just hated. Not that it was easy for Minnesota, but at least they were used to it, right? Like,
I think we should do the Kingdom, and we'll do an animated GIF. So, like every 3 seconds, you see a flicker of like LED of like poor lighting, like office lighting going on.
As long as I can Photoshop in a chalk outline of the Mariner moose on the wall with one leg bent in a way.
That'd be perfect.
Outstanding. Hey, other good concepts over here. Hang on, let me get on the right screen. I heard Municipal Stadium was kind of a dump, but never actually seen a game there. The Astrodome. Here we go. Crowley.
Oh, hey, welcome, Jim.
A fence and a terrace. Okay,
interesting. Okay. I'll have to look up the one there was one I was thinking about that, or I read about that was just atrocious.
Just no.
Like only Frank Thomas could get a homer in that field.
Right. That's outstanding. Yeah. All right. So let's take a look. Bounce around the league here. This is the cool bit. Now remember, The standings here incorporate tomorrow's games, other than the one that we haven't played yet. That's Colorado at Philadelphia. But as you can see, the Giants swept the Dodgers over the weekend, and they only trail them by one game out west. So more than anything, what we're really rooting for is competitive races. So we love it that San Francisco has clawed back into that race. Out west, Atlanta and Houston are your kind of typical contenders in the South. Braves are a game back. Chicago, this division's ridiculous every year. Chicago, Cubs, and Cardinals. Or Cubs in the lead, St. Louis and Pittsburgh, one game back each. Cincinnati, 5 games back. So everybody's got a shot.
Everybody's over 500.
Yeah, everybody's
amazing.
playing well, right? They just must murder the out of division guys they play, right? Because they got to be eating each other up with divisional play. Out East Philadelphia, they're usually the class of that division, but this is pretty early for them to have almost a 10-game lead because Montreal's pitching has been garbage. In the American League, this is funny because out west, Oakland's outstanding, the defending champs. But Seattle, Minnesota, and LA are all not bad, right? A little over 500. They're all kind of involved in that chase for the second wild card. Nice. Birmingham has righted their ship. Even doing it without Satchel Paige, who was having an atrocious year. Gotta imagine there's something wrong, shoulder pull or something that he's not talking about. Because you don't sit Satchel Paige unless you absolutely have to. He'll probably get back in the rotation at some point. But I think he was like 1-8, right? And if we have a season where Satchel Paige loses 20 games, we may as well just turn off the lights, right?
We're just fidgeting with it, like the team's messing with service time, so the rookies don't. Yeah.
I can't have Sats losing 20 games. Come on now. And Birmingham's super deep. So the funny thing about Birmingham is I think 3 of their regular position players also pitched. So they have a pitching staff with 15 guys on it, right? And one of the differences between eternal baseball and Major League Baseball, you can change pitchers every batter if you want. So Birmingham, I haven't seen them flex like that, but especially in the postseason, they absolutely could. So
nice.
Keep an eye on Birmingham. And you know what? If you got a problem with that, it's going to fall on deaf ears, right? We hear once in a while that Birmingham got a soft division. And I'm like, you know what? The day someone actually articulates that those Negro leaguers are getting too much of an advantage, we're just not going to entertain that, right? Back off. Have some context. In the North, everybody's in it. Not a terribly good division, but Milwaukee's in the lead. Chicago, Detroit, Cleveland are all in the hunt. And then out east, the Yankees have the best record in the whole league. But look at Boston. I think they've carved 3 or 4 games off that during their hot streak. So Boston's running away with a wild card, and they could absolutely still catch the Yanks. So nice. We'll see.
Jim was saying, I didn't realize Crosley was the first night game.
Was it Crosley or Crowley? Crosley?
Crosley.
Either way. So that's what we're looking at around the league. And then, so it's Colorado at Philadelphia. And Colorado revamped their pitching staff a little bit because it was having some struggles. And activated 2 new guys. And one of them, Kyle Freeland, got his first start in game 1. He only gave up 1 earned run in 6 innings. Todd Helton had a solo homer in the 8th, and Nolan Arenado worked a bases-loaded walk. The Rockies won game 1 3-1, but lost shortstop Troy Tulowitzki with a sprained thumb. He'll miss about a week.
I was going to say, a Tulowitzki injury plus poor Colorado pitching. This game's pretty realistic. It's dialing it in.
So who backs up Troy Tulowitzki at shortstop on the all-time Rockies? Well, I mean, there's Trevor Story. He's pretty good shortstop. But behind him, I didn't even remember Vinny Castilla qualifies at shortstop.
Yeah, he started right as in
Atlanta. He was a shortstop before he got. And he did a little shortstop, at least 1 full season in Colorado as their shortstop. And then Clint Barnes, if they get really, really desperate, is available and was not a bad glove. So I don't know that they have depth, but they have bodies. And then game 2, Sam Thompson's RBI triple Chuck Klein's sacrifice fly and Cy Williams' RBI triple capped a 3-run ninth inning comeback to tie things up and open the door for Sam Thompson's walk-off single in the 10th. Philly beat Colorado in classic Rockies fashion 9-8 in game 2. So tonight we've got one of their better starters, German Marquez, and it is legit righty versus lefty because it's Steve Carlton for the Phillies.
Wow. Nice.
Who is one of those guys who's never really had that breakout eternal baseball season. He's not bad this year, 7-4 with a 3.4. But it's Steve Carlton, man, you kind of expect a little bit more.
Yeah, one of these years, right?
Yeah, just waiting for the breakout.
Cameron had an idea. Yeah, maybe we'll switch it up. Maybe one of these years we'll go full like.
Let's see what we got here.
Single division in each league, like old school.
Yeah. I mean, when we started, God, our first season, we only had 8 playoff teams. There were no wild cards. It was just win your division and get in because we wanted to, make the division races important. But you look at guys like Boston's a good example, right? They haven't won the East yet, but they're damn good every year. Yeah. And under that setup, they would never,
or even Baltimore as another example, right? Give them a chance.
I don't want somebody to never make the playoffs, right? And Boston knocked the Yankees out in the playoffs last year. So you can't tell me that was bad for eternal baseball, right? Like division rivals clashing in the playoffs. That's cool. So
yeah,
we'll see where we go. We did build it this way with 32 teams because we wanted to have equality in the divisions. And I think that's where MLB is headed shortly once they get their teams out of minor league parks. So we'll see. We're always open to suggestions, right? If it makes sense.
Any word on the expansions? Have you heard any scuttlebutt on that?
I haven't heard anything about it other than the ones that seem to be the front runners were Salt Lake City. I know a guy there. What else? Nashville. And then it felt like Portland, Oregon was a distant third.
Oh, okay.
And I can't see Portland beating out Salt Lake or Nashville, just geographically, right? They're not that far from the Mariners. And I don't know, Portland supports the Trailblazers and the Thorns, okay, but I'm not sure they're a Major League Baseball town. I hate to say it.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. Yeah.
Gotta have a roof on it anyway.
Yeah, right? Yeah, maybe a big expenditure for sure.
Yeah, we'll see. So, but I haven't heard anything about it because from the scuttle, the basic scuttle is they want to figure out Oakland and Tampa beyond Tampa's damaged stadium right now. The whole where is Tampa going to play and what kind of building are they actually going to play in are still out there. So I think they definitely want to solve that first and then see where expansion takes them. So take a screenshot if you want. Here's tomorrow's schedule. Oh, forgot to mention it earlier in the week. Billy Williams had been leading the league in batting forever, but he went ice cold and Heine Manouche went red hot. So look out. Heine Manouche of the Minnesota Twins killing it with a 374 average. So he's our new leader.
Wow.
As far as batting average goes. And Alvin Davis with his 25-game hit streak climbing his way up here.
That's great, man. Good to see Alvin there.
Good to see. All right, so let's get rolling. We got Colorado and Philadelphia. Got to make sure I've got humans controlling both.
Yeah, Cameron just had a comment about Utah. Yeah, it feels like things are exploding around here as far as...
Right?
Yeah, it's wild.
Are people excited about the hockey team?
They are. Well, yeah, I mean, I think so. Yeah, it's pretty big, decent hockey community here. So I think they'll be well supported.
I read they tried to get a trademark on Yetis, the Utah Yetis, and they lost that quick because I gotta imagine
the sports,
the thermos guys.
Yeah.
We're like, not having it. So we'll see if they can legit fight it or if they got to move to number 2.
Well, that'll be interesting. So Yeti. So they'll be precluded from using it. Is what you're saying?
That's the initial rule.
It's not that they'd have the copyright on it. They just wouldn't be able to use it. Okay, interesting. Because I think that was definitely the front runner. So
I think that's the one they wanted. I kind of like Blizzard. We'll see. Although I guess Blizzard's a bad thing. You say it's a blizzard on the opponents. Anyway. So here we go. I kind of blanked on the name earlier, but it was Kyle Freeland and John Gray are the two new Rockies in the rotation because let's see who's been awful because there were a couple guys. Antonio Senzatella, I'm sure I murdered that, with his 10.16. And remember the year Ubaldo Jimenez won his first 18 starts?
Yeah.
Ridiculous. Well, he's 2-5 with an 8.4 through 13 starts. So he's getting a little pine time.
That pitching staff, man. Might as well just bring Jamie Moyer back.
Yeah, the guy just finds somebody with I know guys don't throw the splitter like they used to, but it just feels it's got to be too obvious to just go get some ground ball pitchers, right?
It just does. That's the thing, right? Just you don't get the rotation on the pitches, right? Isn't that part of it? Where
yes,
yeah, interesting. Oh, okay, interesting.
Yeah,
huh? I think because it sounded like Yeti was sort of getting, the rumbling around here was that was sort of gaining steam.
That was the one.
And certainly seemed like that'd be an easier logo to, make $1 billion off of.
Yeah, and you can make him kind of cute but spooky, so the kids like him. Yeah, he could slap the hell out of Gritty.
Gritty.
I love that when Gritty was first introduced, Philly fans hated him because they're Philly fans, right? And then everybody started to make fun of him, and Philly fan was like,
hey, they just circled the wagons.
Screw you. That's our guy. And now they love him. And I'm wait a minute.
That's
you
fantastic.
hated him until everybody hated him, and you're like, hey, man, you're not allowed to hate him. That's our guy to boo. Okay. All right, so here we go. So it's Steve Carlton versus. Oops, hang on.
I think we're going to win this one, man.
The odds are stacked in our. Okay, hang on. So
I can hear sound, so that's good.
The Phillies got an extra guy. It looks like an extra batter. So somebody's got to go.
Cameron wants us to get moving.
Right?
Good point.
Yeah, and I'm the one who said we got to move fast. Well, it can't be Sherry McGee because we love Sherry McGee. I don't even know if Juan
Dave
Samuel,
Bancroft.
I don't know if Juan Samuel needs to be up there. Let's see. Yeah, he's our backup second baseman. So gotta have him. Del Ennis has been ridiculous in 4 or 10 at bats, but it's hard to crack that outfield. So just for the night, we're gonna sit old Del Ennis with his 1,400 OPS. But whatever, dude.
1,400.
Yeah, I don't believe that. He may be great, but he's not. Nobody's 1,400 great in eternal baseball.
All right, what are we doing?
Here we go. Batting against right-handers. They remind me that Del Ennis is 1,500 against righties. Yeah, whatever.
All right, let's get Sherry McGee up top.
Shatty. I don't know that makes sense, but we can get him in there. Let's see. So it looks like, geez, look at these on-base percentages. All right, so we're going to go last year's MVP, Chuck Klein. And then Scott Rowland at third. Bear with me, and Philly fan. Rowland ranks better defensively than Mike Schmidt.
Sacrilege.
Schmidt's going to play, but just give me a minute here, okay? Sam Thompson, who plays right field only. So that puts Chuck Klein in left or center. We'll see. Okay, there's Sherry McGee. Oh, he's a fantastic left fielder.
Let's put Schmidt in the 4-hole. What do you think?
Yeah, hold on. Instead of Sherry McGee, blasphemy. Okay. Chuck Klein will move to center field. Yeah, center field. There we go. Okay, Schmidt, get up here. Michael Jack Schmidt. He grades very well at first base, so we're covered nice here. For a DH, it looks like Cy Williams is the next guy, and he is He's a better center fielder than Chuck Klein. So Cy Williams moves to center field. Chuck Klein moves to right, which was his natural position. Sam Thompson becomes our DH. Okay, so far so good. Ed Delahanty doesn't have a spot. Neither does Ryan Howard, but Darren Dalton does.
Nice.
Jimmy Rollins does. And then Juan Samuel, our second baseman, even though I tried to kick him off the team before. Okay, so here we are back. Oh, man. Dante Bichette's inactive, but his OPS is outstanding. Maybe. No, I need Clint Barnes right now. Do I? No, I don't need Clint Barnes. If I got. Wait, who's my shortstop? Vinny Castilla. I need Clint Barnes. Oh, and Trevor Story.
Trevor Story. Yeah, you're good.
We don't need those stinking Clint Barnes. That gives us Dante Bichette back.
All right, let's do it.
All right, here we go. So Carlos Gonzalez has had a ridiculous year so far. So in he goes, right? Bichette hits third to break up the lefties.
Walker in the 2-hole.
Yeah, and Helton's slow, but he gets on base all the time. So he fits there nice, right? Look at this. The fans are behind us. And no, not Schmidt at DH. Schmidt at first. Okay. Nick Hundley. Yeah, maybe LeMahieu. God, I remember when he was great. Seems a long time ago. Nick Hundley, Ellis Burks.
Yeah, you got to get Arenado in there.
Arenado at third. Who got the shortstop?
Holiday?
DH. Holiday can DH.
I put Castilla.
Hold on, I'm messing something up. I got to get Larry Walker in right field, which probably makes Bichette our DH. Yeah.
Okay. And Story is the better shortstop?
Defensively, much better. So I think we're ready to roll.
Let's do it.
All right.
Pitching for Philadelphia, Steve Carlton.
All right. Got sound. We're ready to roll.
Colorado, first baseman, number 17, Todd Helton.
All right. Todd Helton. We're good to go. Got kind of big heads today, but that's okay.
We'll roll it.
All right. So go to the options. We give control of Colorado to the computer. And we enter this game as heavy favorites, Roto. Just saying. I'll fix it after the game. There's no way this was originally a color photo of Sherry McGee, right? So we'll get him black and white after the game. Chuck Klein and Cy Williams.
I think it was like Tepia, if I remember that one right.
Yeah, man. All right, here we go.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Todd Helton wasted no time.
First pitch. Love it.
No big
Right
deal.
fielder, number 33, Larry Walker.
Here we go. Get him, Jimmy.
Designated hitter, Dante Bichette.
Look at Bichette. Nice. We'll fix it in post. Dante Bichette looks like he's 20 years old right there with the hockey hair flow.
Yeah, yeah. Uh-oh.
No, Cy Williams all over that. There we go.
Left fielder, number 5, Carlos Gonzalez.
All right, Carlos. Cargo.
Pitching for Colorado, number 48, German Marquez.
Pretty sure it's not German.
Leading off for Philadelphia, right fielder, Chuck Klein.
And our defending National League MVP, Chuck Klein.
Man, he had a year last year.
Oh, look at
there
that.
There we go. Wow.
Dude, he just went Todd Helton all over the Rockies. So good choices for leadoff batters.
Third baseman, Scott Rowland. Designated hitter, Sam Thompson.
Look at the mustache. After the game, they use him to sweep up the popcorn. Hall of Famer, Sam Thompson.
First baseman, Mike Schmidt.
I mean,
there we go. Come on.
Is there anything better than the baby blues? I mean,
so good.
Look, right?
I mean, that's just the Ben Phillies, man. That was always so cool.
Left fielder, Sherry McGee.
Great
Sherry
bunter.
McGee.
Great bunter, but 2 outs. So he's actually, the weird thing about Sherry McGee, he actually swings a shillelagh. at the plate. Oh, like Schmidt's going. We can't even see what his percentage is. That's probably for the best. We kind of ran ourselves out of the game last week.
Wow. Way to go, Sherry.
Oh, God. Cargo boots it in left.
We're taking
second,
2 bases.
Oh, center fielder. Side.
Yeah, Cameron. Yeah, stay tuned for the silent movie. It's either that or a Beastmaster again.
That's going to be good. Hey, Schmidt's 31% to steal home right now. Just saying. Oof. But you got to let Cy Williams hit. And Burks is on that.
Bummer.
Second baseman.
We're on the board.
26. DJ. Lima Hua.
Every year. It's Lima.
Oh, no. He got it. Oh, no.
Can't hit it.
Catcher.
Can't hit it past
number 3. Nick Hundley.
It's Nick Hundley. Part of a long line of disappointing Rockies catchers.
Center fielder. Ellis Burks.
I think Girardi doesn't even make the squad, which is bad. But yeah, it's like him and Chris Iannetta and Jorvit Torrealba or something. It's a bad trio. I'm sorry.
Third baseman, number 28, Nolan Arenado.
So I never knew about this. I love this photo. This is after like a game-winning hit. So he got past home plate and the guy started beating on his helmet and he actually got cut from his teammates congratulating him.
Oh, wow.
But this shot of him screaming in joy while blood's trickling down from his cut eyebrow.
So good.
With the eye black and everything. Like, nobody wants to trade for this guy in Major League Baseball? Come on now.
Strike 3.
Catcher, number 29, Darren Dalton.
Darren Dalton. Slow as
Shortstop, Jimmy Rollins.
Strike 3.
Second baseman, Juan Samuel.
Ooh, it isn't Juan Samuel, but for now, because we're on a schedule.
All right, here we go. Let's send him.
We can't even see him. 73, it says.
Let's do it. Let's get him in the scoring position.
All right. Yeah, you know what?
Whoever begrudgingly.
No, look at Hundley. He's a 4-range 2 arm.
Let's do it.
If ever there was a day to get the carousel rolling. 64 to steal third, just saying. But 2 outs with the NL MVP who homered in his first at bat.
Oh, should have stolen.
27.
Should have worked.
Trevor Story.
Oh, Chuck Klein backing up. He's
got it.
Todd Helton, the leadoff power source, hits it to the wrong guy. Here's Larry Walker. He got a lot of that.
That's a good lineup. Oh, that's way gone.
A couple of years ago, we did a bit where we analyzed the defensive ratings of every team for their basic starters, right? And the best team in the league was Colorado. And you don't think of them as you know, a defensively splendid organization. But when you start looking at Tulowitzki and Arenado and Helton, they could all pick it. LeMahieu was a great glove at second.
Right.
He was a little younger. Larry Walker was a fantastic right fielder.
I mean, Arenado. I don't know if you mentioned him already, but
yeah, they're like their infield was like 9 8s and 9s. They were unbelievable. The catchers stunk, but Cargo going down the line. Can you imagine Bichette's hair just flapping in the wind as he rounds third? Here we go. Yeah, but they are here, right? That's what we're all about. All right, here's DJ Lemahua. Grounded out to first baseman Mike Schmidt.
It's a lot seeing Schmidt at first.
I mean, I think at the end he was getting more first base. Oh, look at Roland.
Man, we're getting some runs going there. I like it.
I mean, the last game was 9-8. So, and Sam Thompson hustling for that.
Wow, look at that.
He overslid the bag, but kept his mustache on the base. So.
When your mustache does the takeout slide for you,
right? Mike Schmidt has got a lot of that.
Woo!
Number 14 from Michael Jack.
Nice.
We're rolling. Sorry, Colorado, but we haven't had a runaway in quite a while. Now I say runaway, we're only up 4-3. But here's Sherry McGee.
Oh, now if he hit one,
right? That'd be something. Cy Williams. Oh, popping it straight up. Let's see if Hundley has the range. All right. Darren Dalton.
Still remember that story of Ryan Ridnour when he reported to camp for the first time.
Right. For those at home, this is a kid from our eventual high school.
Yeah, very good player. Very good player. He was a catcher, but he reported apparently the story goes he reported the Phillies camp, and he was just sort of standing next to Darren Dalton, being like, "Oh man,
right.
like this is a new class of players,
whole new world, right?" Here's Nick Hundley testing Sherry McGee. You don't test Sherry McGee.
You don't. You just don't.
Ellis Burks. I got to find a better picture of Burks. That looks like a high school yearbook photo.
Dude, did he get that? No. Sherry.
Wrong guy, right? Hit it somewhere else.
Just Sherry's cap, too. Just perfect. Yeah. Perfectly cocked to the side there.
Way ahead of you look at all the attitude with it off to the side and tilted. If it had come with silver stickers on the brim back then, you know he would have left it on. Jimmy Rollins going to make LeMahieu run for it. Oh, he's all over that. Fair territory, too. Here's Juan Samuel, who helped the Phillies most by getting traded for, didn't they get Dykstra and McDowell for him?
Is that right? Wow.
Oh, what a haul. Here's Chuck Klein with 2 down. Walking. What's Klein? 38%, Roto.
Not feeling it.
Yeah, me neither. Oh, rolling. Making us pay. Here's Trevor Story. Somebody just told him, hey, guess what? You're going to sign in Boston and your career is going to be over. And he's like, what?
No.
And then Boston will never sign another expensive free agent ever again. Looks like he's like 80% to steal here. I'm not feeling that.
Hey.
That's better. Here's Todd Help. All right. Larry Walker. Oh, and now story goes.
Oh.
Down the line for Walker, but Klein's
yikes. Did he get it?
Oh, foul.
Woo.
Just foul. He's going again. The throw. Not in time. Trevor Story. Sure. It's something 7. I don't know what that is, but unfortunate that Steve Carlton's big head's in the way. Got him. Here's Dante Bichette.
Okay. Got traded twice, Cameron's saying. Interesting.
Let's see. Nice. Alejandro Pena's good reliever. He's on that Dodgers squad. That's not an easy squad to make. Now, I don't mean to speak poorly of Dante Bichette, but to be giving interviews on the field during the game, it's
part of the network contract.
Right.
I don't know why they signed it, but
kind of ballsy. 0-2 now, Dante. What are you thinking on this next pitch? Here's Sam Thompson. Oh, boy. Nick Hundley on his horse. We got it. Great play.
Ooh, even a great play. Here we've been knocking him all day.
That was a pop-up on the dirt. So how low is the bar for Nick Hundley? Come on now.
It's windy.
Play.
Strike 3.
Come on, Michael.
Down to Sherry.
Shut her, McGee.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, get out. Get out. Did he get it? It's double.
Off the wall. We'll take it. Cy Williams. Run that out, Cy. Nah, he's not gonna.
The Home Run Derby. I used to love that show.
Right? It's I just remember the camera angles being weird, like from a long ways off a lot. I wonder if they reused the footage a lot. Like He-Man turning into He-Man.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, they reused a lot of the footage, and I think they wanted to make sure that you didn't see it was like a little league field or something,
right?
In some municipal park. Actually, be interesting to figure out where they actually filmed that. I'm sure it's somewhere deep in the internet lore.
Right, it's got to be out there somewhere. Oh, I looked up. We talked about the theme song, the exit theme for This Week in Baseball. I don't know who performs it, but it's called Gathering Crowds.
Oh.
So I got to look that up and see when that becomes public domain, because we're all over that.
Nice. Wow. Yeah, maybe, huh?
As soon as we don't have to pay for it, we're all over that. I mean, we don't charge anything, right? So the slush fund ain't that deep.
We'll get some guy to redo it and add an extra note here and there.
Yeah. I'll have him do it on kazoo. Here's DJ Limigua.
So Camera Scene was filmed in Wrigley Field in L.A. Huh?
Wrigley Field's in L.A.?
They had a... Yeah, I guess... Okay. Interesting. Huh? I wonder what the dimensions actually were. If it was a full-size field or...
It was like 210 down the line, probably. So we got bases loaded, nobody out. Carlton's only thrown 91 pitches, so you can throw 140. Do we need to get somebody up?
Yeah, probably.
I mean, we can always set them down. Let's see who Philly's got.
Mitch Williams, welcome.
No, Mitch Williams is a Ranger.
Oh, that's right.
We got Ryan Madsen, who's barely pitched. Steve Bedrosian, who has not pitched.
Wow.
Ricky Metallico's been good.
Oh, Tug. We got Tug.
Tug McGraw has been okay. Ron Reed's been pretty bad.
Huh. Well, maybe we'll stick with that.
We got a couple guys. Let's see who's got some pitches in their arms. McGraw can throw 35. Metallico 35. Bedrosian can throw 50.
All right.
So, okay. I think that's our guy. Or we could go with a starter like Cliff Lee or somebody.
Yeah, let's do Bedrosian.
All right, so we'll get Bedrosian up just in case. It would be a righty coming in after the lefty. It's not a bad idea. Warm it up, Steve, with your funky beard. All right, Carlton, time to get serious, man.
Oh, you don't run on Sherry McGee's arm.
Right?
You don't do it.
Sack fly written all over it.
He's going to throw to third. Huh?
You got a 6% chance to throw home.
Yeah, why not? He's got the luck of the Irish.
Right, baby. Ah, it was worth a shot.
So Cameron was saying there's Wrigley Field in Los Angeles. Wrigley, the Cubs also own the AAA team. Oh, interesting. Okay.
Okay.
Huh.
I didn't know that.
Okay, so it was the AAA stadium.
Thanks, Cameron.
For some reason, I was remembering it sort of looking more like a high school field with the dugouts and everything, but my memory is not as good as it used to be.
Here's Nolan Arenado.
Oh. No, Sherry didn't move.
No, I was thinking, is Sherry going to get that? Sherry didn't even try. So we're a little late going to the pen again. Oh, wait, here, look at this. Cameron Fletcher's.
Wow, nice.
Welcome to Cameron Fletcher's TED Talk.
So those are pretty legitimate. Yeah.
That ain't bad. 412 to center.
Yeah.
All right, so Story's up and then a couple of lefties. Do we want to leave Carl Den since the bases are empty?
I think at this point you leave him, right?
At least let him get through the lefties.
Yeah. Oh, shoot.
Maybe get him.
I think he's safe.
Oh,
well done, Scott Rowland.
Todd Helton, lefty and lefty.
Strike 3.
Sitting him down. All right. Do you think anybody's talking to Carlton in the dugout this half inning? Oh man! Although to be fair, the word on Carlton was he just didn't care for reporters. I don't ever remember somebody saying he was a nasty teammate. So I suppose that wasn't fair. Here's Darren Dalton. Run, Darren, run. Look at this. Save!
Oh, Darren Dalton. Way to go.
Legged it out. Dude, they say he's 88% to steal right now, Roto.
Dude, gotta send him, right?
I mean, until Hundley catches somebody. I think
if we pull this off.
Save!
Is that his first? His fourth. Wow.
Dalton, yeah, young Dalton's spry.
He's gonna hit double digits.
Here's Jimmy Rollins.
Strike 3.
Yeah, I guess we only remember the Florida Marlins Dalton, right? Where he was held together with baling wire and duct tape.
Dalton has 4 steals on the year, and they're all this weekend, I think. So here's Juan Samuel hitting it the wrong way.
Oh.
Chuck Klein, help us out. Duck on the pond.
There we go.
Oh, Lee McHugh is all over that. Yeah. Man, it started so promising. All right, so this is probably Larry Walker's last, or Steve Carlton's last batter.
Strike 3.
Unless you want him to pitch to Bichette so he gets to pitch to lefty Cargo.
Let's do it.
All right. Don't hurt me, Bichette.
Strike 3.
All right.
It's in the groove.
Cargo. Tapping. Who knew? Bedrosian's calling from the dugout, from the bullpen, just going, yo, I'm ready.
Pitching for Colorado.
So you know.
Steve Reed.
Bum, 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 bum.
All right. Just looking down the road against right-handers, Ed Delahanty and Ryan Howard are pinch hit options.
Great.
For Dalton or Rollins or Samuel. We'll see where the game takes us. Steve
Cameron.
Reed.
Cameron's saying, full-length episodes. Oh, cool. That seems like that'd be such a natural thing to, I don't know, bring back. Just some silly show. Right? Yeah.
You know what? I bet you couldn't get the teams to sign off on it anymore, right?
You don't think so?
Guys swinging in the off season, going max velocity, trying to. First guy pulls a shoulder and forget it.
Yeah, maybe so. I mean, I think you probably have more trouble just getting the players to.
Yeah, that too, right?
Yeah.
Like, how much money would you have to dangle now to make guys interested, right? All right, here's Scott Rowland. Help us out, Scott.
Strike 3.
Nope. Sam Thompson. We got a lot of that.
That's in the gap. That's in the gap.
Carlos Gonzalez. Run it down. Here's Mike Schmidt. Down the line, look at Cargo putting on a show today.
Well,
we got a bunch of right-handers now, but Bedrosian's ready, and Carlton's only got 12 pitches left, so I think we're good now. We'll bring in Bedrock.
Pitching for Philadelphia,
Steve
Bedrosian.
Here we go.
Yeah, that's true, huh?
Yeah. Or if you're Juan Soto, it would be like 1/100th of your salary or whatever. Here's Lee McGill. Bedrosian take care of business. Hundley. Things were going good till that grand slam, Roto.
Yeah, we just started yapping too much. I guess we should have been making some moves.
7-4 Rockies here. Top of the 8.
All right, who we got?
Taking care of business. We got Sherry McGee.
Ah, Sherry.
Let's see here. Philadelphia batting against right-handers. I mean, McGee's not even on the page, I don't think. Where is he? How did I lose him? He must have been up top. Oh, here he is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
he's
904 against righties.
good. Yeah.
All right. Great bunter, though.
Welcome, James.
Hey, Huntley's a terrible catcher for range.
Let's do it.
So, hey, James, should we bunt with McGee? Oh, all right. It's on him then. Let's go. Don't bunt towards Arenado. Look at that. It's beautiful.
Not even a throw. All right. Where are we at? Oh, there was a throw.
Safe.
What we got?
Look at Sherry here. Oh, hang on. Hit the wrong button. Man,
Do you have to get rid of the get rid of the hit thing?
74%. Down 3 in the 8th.
Yeah, I guess not, huh?
Yeah. Here's Cy Williams. Oh, they're checking on him. That must be just his overall percentage because it didn't change between pitches.
Oh, okay.
So, Cy Williams.
Well, should we send him now?
Yeah, maybe with Dalton, or hit and run, maybe with Dalton.
I don't think you hit and run with Dalton.
All right, we'll send him. That's kind of our thing.
Oh, man.
It hurts.
Oh, we can blame that one on Cameron. Whew.
Right? Cameron. Been doing so well.
And then he just popped out. Dang it.
Right? Here we go. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Drat.
All right, Arenado here, top of the 9th. Oh, look at that.
Another one? Should plunk this guy next. Is there a plunk option?
I wish. There's an intentional walk, but
it just says Sal Malia him.
Yeah, as Crash Davis once said, anything going that fast ought to have a stewardess on it. Here's Trevor Story. He got a lot of that too. Steve Bedrosian.
Oh no, it is out, isn't it?
Oh. Now at this point, you're just kind of leaving Bedrosian.
Yeah, sorry, man. Or we could bring in a position player this one.
You know what? Who was the guy who hasn't pitched at all? Who was it? I don't remember.
Must be
Madsen, maybe?
It must be Madsen, huh?
Hold on.
I'm looking at that.
Somebody hasn't pitched at all. He's got to be bad. No, Madsen pitched.
Oh, he's had he's pitched two-thirds of an inning. Right, get him in there.
Yeah, just for you, Mad Dog. Because right now, he's going, I can't pitch, but this guy can pitch? Come on. All right, so 9-4 Rockies. We said they were hot. Oh, Cliff Lee. Yeah, he just got activated. All right, so if we check on Bedrosian, he's strong, but he ain't been that good.
Yeah, but is he?
Yeah. He's not tired, but we're tired of him.
Pitching for Philadelphia, number 46, Ryan Madsen.
Get some, Mad Dog. Larry Walker testing Sherry McGee. He's up to the task.
All right.
2 down for Dante Bichette. Jeez, look at this. A laser down the line. That's off the wall. Chuck Klein's picking it up.
Is he going? Uh-oh.
Going for 2.
That's close.
Yeah, not bad. He's in there, though. All right. Ryan Madsen, Cargo. Little pop. That's Jimmy Rollins territory right there. All right, and now it's the time of the show we like to call Pinch Hit-a-Palooza. So, bat versus right-handers. It is Ed Delahanty.
Well, come on down.
Coming in here. And
pinch hitting for Philadelphia, Ed Delahanty.
Get yourself warm there, Ryan Howard. It won't be long. Not enough of that. A little bit, but not enough.
You know this one, right, Mark? Cameron's the latest.
Let's see here. Oh, yeah. There's a great Rick Sutcliffe story where he had a shutout. They were up 1-2-0, and he was pitching for the Cubs. He was in Cincinnati, and Cincinnati shot off fireworks when the home team hit a home run. So he had the shutout going. It was 7th or 8th inning, getting late, and Sutcliffe gave up a home run, and so the fireworks go off. And now they're tied up 1-1. He's like, son of a bitch, give me the ball. And then he shakes off the catcher twice. And then first pitch to the next guy, another home run. Now he's down 2-1. So in the span of 2 pitches, he's lost the shutout and the lead. And now he wants the ball back. And he's muttering to himself on the mound. And out comes the pitching coach. Long, slow stroll. Because the bullpen's going furious now, but they've only had 2 pitches to get ready, right? And he comes out, so the catcher comes out too, and Sutcliffe won't even look at the pitching coach. And he says over his shoulder to his catcher, I forget the catcher, Jody Davis probably or somebody. He said, hey, you tell coach that he can walk his ass back to the dugout. I got it. I know I messed up, but we're still in this game, and I'm going to sit the next 3 down. And the pitching coach said to Davis, hey, you tell Sut that I'm not here to take him out. I'm not even here to talk to him. I just want to give that poor son of a bitch the chance to load up more fireworks. And Sutcliffe told that story on Sunday Night Baseball one time, right?
So good.
So good. I miss Sutcliffe on the air because he was also the guy who was merciless on PED guys. Just killed him on air. I remember watching a Yankee game he was doing after A-Rod got caught. And he'd already done like the soapbox thing. Why a guy that good feels like he needs to cheat. And later in the game, A-Rod came up again. And in a moment of dead air between pitches, you heard Sutcliffe just go, just the audible disgust from him was incredible. So hats off to you, Rick Sutcliffe. And if you have Rick Sutcliffe on your bingo card for today's Rockies Phillies game, good for you. All right, here's Ryan Howard.
Pinch hitting for Philadelphia, Ryan Howard.
Walker's not moving at all.
Right, yeah.
Chuck Klein's our
that
last.
Poor I mean, who are they playing in this series when they lost and he was the final out and he played? Unfortunately, blew his Achilles out. Do you remember that?
Wasn't it in the playoffs?
Yeah, I think it was the last out of the World Series, wasn't it? Yeah.
Howard's
totally facing it.
Howard snake bit, man, because he had some record like he came up kind of late as a rookie. He was like a 26-year-old, a 25-year-old rookie, maybe. But he had, I think he was the fastest or the second fastest player to like 400 homers based on at bats. So all things being equal, he was an absolute terror. But it seemed like Philly never really fully embraced Ryan Howard.
Yeah, I mean, obviously after that Achilles injury, it wasn't the same. But man, it just felt so. I mean, can you imagine making the last out of the World Series and then like blowing your Achilles on the same? Right.
I was looking at this week in our newsletter. We were going through the injury list, and Kendrys Morales is on it. I remember him hitting that grand slam, a walk-off grand slam, and he jumped to land on home plate, landed right on home plate with spikes, and broke his ankle. And
he actually landed on the plate? I thought he like landed on someone's foot or something.
No, I think he landed on the plate, and the foot immediately went sideways because he got no traction, right? Normally, you would think the foot would go out and land on your butt, no big deal. But here's Chuck Klein with the game on the line. It's been that kind of game. Look at Steve Reed pitched to exhaustion.
Bank Park.
I don't remember Milton Bradley's hurt knee. I don't remember that one.
Winner. He is now 4-1. Steve Carlton is the loser. He is now 7-5. Steve Reed gets the save. Number 1. Nolan Arenado hit 2 home runs. He now has 8 on the season. Todd Helton hit number 11. Trevor Story hit number 6. Larry Walker hit number 12. Chuck Klein hit number 12, Scott Rowland hit number 2, Mike Schmidt hit number 14, time of the game, 3 hours, 12 minutes.
Man, Reed had some filthy stuff today, huh?
Yeah, he had the double stuff going. So 3 innings of 1-hit relief to get the monster save, 3-inning save in a 9-4 win. So, okay. I ain't mad at you, Steve Reed. But yeah, you took us to school today. Well, the Rockies stay red hot, and the Dodgers are coming back to earth. So I'm saying there's a chance. just keep rolling, Colorado. And they got help this weekend. Kyle Freeland and John Gray joining the rotation. Who knows? Sky's the limit. But that's our show. That's our game. We appreciate you joining us. And right when we thought we had a cakewalk, we got punched in the teeth. So, okay. That's baseball, Susan, right? But we appreciate you joining us on the Eternal Baseball Podcast. We're here every Sunday at 10 o'clock Eastern, 7 Pacific with your game of the week. If you're new to Eternal Baseball, you can find everything we do at eternalbaseball.com. We're also on Facebook. We're on Twitter. We're on Instagram. We're not hard to find. And, we'll get you through the long off season. If you're tired of waiting for baseball or watching the Dodgers sign everybody, we're a good place. We're a safe place for you. So
we're a safe space.
Yeah, we are a safe space. The Dodgers can't sign anybody here. So we appreciate you joining us. And we will see you next week for another edition of the Eternal Baseball Podcast.
Good night, everyone.